Parents and children were counting down with excitement at the ribbon-cutting celebration for the newly renovated Sarah Roberts Elementary School in Roslindale. The school was named after Sarah Roberts, a courageous 5-year-old black girl who was denied entry at a local all-white school. With the help of abolitionist and future U.S. Senator Charles Sumner, her father, Benjamin Roberts, sued the city for barring his daughter from the local primary school because she was black.
And although their first step there was not successful because the Massachusetts Supreme Court ultimately ruled against them, it was their advocacy, their courage, their determination, and their faith in a better future that helped ignite a national conversation, sparking the advocacy and the movement that turned into the Brown v. Board of Education decision over 100 years later. So this school represents our mission to make Boston a home for everyone.
In the 1800s, laws prohibited black children from attending all-white schools that offered better resources, opportunities, and education, reflecting discrimination and inequality.
Today, here we are, part of the working body reshaping that legacy and working to ensure that every child is represented and has access to high-quality, inclusive education. Sarah's case didn't win in court, but it led to Massachusetts becoming the first state in the Union to outlaw segregated public schools. Her legacy paved the way for the future generations, and I hope every student in this school and across Boston learns her story.
By naming the school with trailblazers like Sarah Roberts, the legacy of bringing justice and equality to and beyond the education system lives on.
When you look at the history of the city and the history that led to the naming of this school and how what Sarah Roberts had to deal with, right? And the fact that now her name can bear this school, I think it sends a huge message of equity and justice, and I think it talks about the fact that we remember things that happened in the past and we recognize contributions that are made to correct injustices and to make sure things are transparent and equitable, and it's right here in Roslindale. That's another important piece, that name is happening here in this community that has had this school for so long as one of the glues that hold this community together.
Today, Sarah Roberts continues to inspire the next generation to break barriers and fight for a more just and equal future for all.
This school is just so symbolic as the Sumner and the Philbrick came together to become Sarah Roberts Elementary. And I think it's an example of where a child really can teach us so much about what hope is, the importance of equity, and ensuring that every student belongs in our Boston public schools. And you know, oftentimes when you think about children and you think about their purity and their innocence, I think it's a great example where if we just followed their example more often, we would do a lot better in this world.
My message to the students who walk through the doors, you stand on shoulders of giants. Sarah Roberts was just 5, as I said, who became part of a movement that would change history. You too have that power to change the world. You too can stand up for what is right. The school bears Sarah's name, not just to remember the past, but really to inspire the future.
The community is proud to have Sarah Roberts as a role model for future change makers. For BNN News, I'm Xiaoya Shao.